Good day, everyone. I'm Daniela Tipleta, and we are the Team Cakeverse. So today we're here to present our final project in Information Management course, which is called Cakeverse, a galactic cake customization and delivery platform. The idea behind Cakeverse is futuristic and fun. It's a cake shop that allows customers to create personalized cakes with unique flavors, layers, toppings, and even delivery methods. So wherever you're on Earth, Moonbase, or any planet, Cakeverse is designed to handle customized cake orders smoothly and professionally. The system aims to solve the common issues of traditional order tracking, like the disorganized spreadsheets, lost customer preference, and difficult record keeping. So through our user interface and normalized database, Cakeverse makes cake orders fast, easy, and traceable. So let's get started with our demonstration. To begin it, I'll walk you through on how our system interface works visually. So in here, before placing an order, the customer needs to sign up or create an account in our system. And once the account is created, the user needs to log in and a welcoming message will appear. So from there, the customer can either start filling out the order form or view our best sellers, which are the Matcha Nebula, Red Velvet Meteor, and Galactic Chocolate. So now let's go to the order form. So it begins with our customer information, which is asked to input the name and let them choose the delivery address from a drop-down menu, which are the Moonbase for or the Mars Colony 1. And the next one is the cake detail section. Here, the customer needs to select the cake design, includes the galactic, which is the galactic chocolate or red velvet meteor. Then customer needs to pick the layers or ingredients such as the vanilla, cream, or chocolate chips. Then we have here the toppings, which is the sprinkles, rocket candy, and nuts. And we have the artist information, which is the customer can choose the artist ID and also the name of the artist. We have here the Nova Sweets and Cosmo Bakes who are responsible for creating the cakes. And we have the delivery information section, which is the user can select the desired delivery date and pick a delivery type, which is it's either lunar or planetary through radio buttons in there. So, and also we have here the payment and promotional section that allows the user to select a payment method, which is the G credits and G coin, and also the promotional, which is can be a Valentine or birthday or matcha lover. And also we have the feedback section where the customer can write a short message. So we can now submit the order, and the order summary will be there's just to inform the customer if all of the information there is correct, and also the price. Then we can go if there's any information that customer wants to add, the customer can go to the order form, or if it's everything all goods, proceed with the order. Then here we have here the thank you message, the customer can also place another order or view again the gallery and log out. So that's all for our demonstration to our day interface. Now let's go to our database here. So we have here the Cakeverse database, and we have a table which is named orders. So we use the Cakeverse database to store in all and manage all the customers' orders that's submitted through the Cakeverse interface. So when a customer completes the form, all of those information will be stored here in our database. So let's perform some SQL commands to interact with our database. So for that, we have here the first command, which is the alter command. Alter command used to modify the structure of existing table without deleting any data. So it allows you to add, delete, or change the columns or other tables. So we have here the command alter table, orders add email, which is and also add the data type of that data type and also the size of that. So let's execute that one. Let's go back to our database. Now we have here the email column. So let's go back again to the query to execute another command, which is the drop command, which is used to permanently delete the database objects such as the tables, columns, and also the entire database. So all of the data will be lost and cannot be recovered unless it's backup. So make sure that to check first before executing the command. So we have here the command, which is alter table, orders, drop column, and email, which is we will be dropping the email that we just added earlier. Okay, let's go back to our database. Okay, now the drop on the column email is gone. So let's explore more SQL commands, and the next person to demonstrate it will be Princess Angela Randan. Thank you.
Good day, everyone. I am Princess Angela Roldan, and I will be discussing the SQL data manipulation language. But first, what is the data manipulation language? It is used to interact or manipulate the data inside of a database table. So the commands are: first is the insert, wherein this statement adds new data. So we have here our table name as orders. So for a sample scenario, may bago tayong cake order. Then we will be inserting the new data. Insert into means saan ba natin gustong ilagay. Ngayon, ilalagay natin siya sa orders table. As you can see, nakalist yung column names separated by commas. Then for the values, ito naman yung mga details na ilalagay natin. So, when we're inputting values, remember that kapag numbers or integers, wala dapat na single quotes. Meanwhile, kapag text or varchar, need na may single quotes para basahin ni SQL na ito ay text. But if you'll notice here, yung dates natin ay naka-single quotes because they are stored as text-like format, which is a correct format, especially for the dates. Then let's execute. Ayan, as you can see, ang output natin is nag-add tayo ng panibagong order, which is the order number 11 or order ID number 11 with the new added details. So for the next statement is the select statement. It is used para makita or i-query ang data from the table. Now, we will be using this kung gusto mo makita lahat ng orders. Parang show all orders using this command. Let's execute. As you can see, wala naman totally na bago because it just listed lahat ng orders. Next command is, ito ay pipili lang ng specific columns. Ipapakita lang nito yung customer name, cake design, and total price. Let's execute. Ayan, as you can see sa output, nilabas lang nito yung columns with the name, customer name, cake design, and total price. For the third sample, ito naman, kung gusto mo lang dito is ipakita lahat, for example, ng lunar delivery orders. Let's execute. Ayan, as you can see, for the delivery type, if we focus on the delivery type, makikita mo na lahat ng lumabas is lunar only. Ayan. So, for the last sample command, pinipili lang nito yung orders na may feedback na perfect. So, this command will be useful kung gusto mong makita sino yung mga satisfied na customer. Let's execute. Ayan. If we go in the feedback column, ang makikita mo lamang dito ay yung may feedback na perfect. So, for the next statement is the delete statement. This statement deletes the record in the table. For example, nag-cancel order si John Marsburn, which is siya yung order ID number 3. Ayan yung command. So, let's execute. Ayan. Once deleted na, as you can see, we cannot find the order ID number 3. Mawawala na siya sa table. Then, for the last statement is the update statement. So, it is used para baguhin ang data sa isang existing na record. So for example, si order ID number 4, which is si John Marsburn, nagbayad pala siya through credits, hindi na Gcoin. So, using this command, ma-update or mapapalitan mo yung already existing na data. So, execute. Ayan, as you can see, order ID number 4, napalitan siya from Gcoin to credits. Next example is, kunwari ang order number 6, nag-request na palitan from Matcha Lover promo, naging birthday promo na siya. So, let's try to execute. And in order ID number 6, if we focus on the column of promotions, nagbago from Matcha Lover to birthday. So, in short, inedit natin yung details ng order. So, next, let's explore more with Rachel Mawak.
Now it is time to perform the aggregate functions count, sum, average, variance, min, max, and standard deviation. Now, ang mga functions po na ito are ginagamit po to calculate a summarized result from a set of values. And keep in mind na most of these functions will only work on numeric values with the exceptions of count and min, max. At if you try to use it on, let's say, varchar data type, then it won't work. So in our orders table, we will be using the value total price for our queries. Now, the first function, which is the count, if we do select count total price as total orders from orders, it will count the rows or the values that are not null in our data set. And as shown here, we have a total of 7 orders. If we were to count all the values, including that not null, we can replace total price with an asterisk instead. Now, the second function, which is select sum total price as total earnings from orders, will add all the values that we have on our total price column. At yung result po will be our total revenue, which is 5,250. Now, moving on, the average function, it is quite similar po sa previous function, but it solves for the mean of our total price instead by dividing the result of the count from sum. So if we execute the query, it will show the average total of 750. Next up is the variance. So select variance total price as total price variance from orders. With this function po, we can measure how the values are spread out and scattered from the mean. And a high result usually means that the values are not near the average. In our case po, we have a variance of 3,600, which means it indicates that it's on the higher side of variance. Then lastly, select min total price as min total price, max total price as max total price from orders. This will just return the lowest and highest value from our total price. And those are 690 and 880 pesos. And for the last function, which is select standard deviation total price as STD dev total price from orders, this function calculates the square root of the variance, which results in how much our total price deviates from the mean. And this is to see if our prices are consistent. And the result shows that our total price are usually around 60 above or below average. And that's it for aggregate functions. Next up is Geraldine Bordon, who will discuss query, clauses, and joins.